Hello friends, how are you today? I'm Claudia and I'm in Indiana, and today I'm going to be showing you how I plant garlic right here in my grow bed. Primero que nada les doy gracias por acompañarnos. Si ustedes gustan ver este video en español, YouTube tiene una área acá en la parte superior derecha donde tú le vas a apretar ahí y te va a dar la opción de cambiar el audio a español si lo gustas, y te va a dejar ver todo este video traducido al español. Le doy gracias por acompañarnos y seguimos con el video. This is the first time that I'm planting garlic in this garden that I have. I really didn't have a setup last year. I wasn't ready, and the garlic seeds were a little expensive. So I was able to go on Facebook this year, early October, and I looked in my local area for somebody that had garlic in stock, and it was about $20 a pound, and I was able to get this many garlic heads. It's about 35 cloves that we're going to be planting. I'm going to be using the square foot garlic method, okay? Right here. Anyway, I bought this little cube because whenever I'm planting with my kids, it's easier to just tell them, hey, do the red ones or when I'm planting seeds. Sometimes I just go scatter everything. But over here, since this is the first time that I'm planting garlic in this garden, I want to make sure I do it properly. The lady that I got the garlic from, this is, her farm is called Chicory Hill Farm, like that. That's the name. And like I said, I found her on Facebook, and she was really close to me right here in Indiana. And she gave me instructions on how to prepare the soil. She gave me instructions on how to plant it, and we are in the perfect time to plant because we have been getting cold days, but not really freezing days yet. It's coming. It's coming. So I want to plant this before my soil turns into like super really hard to work. This drum that you see over here, I have water from my chickens and my dogs, so pay no attention to that mess. I'll show you the bed. I'm probably gonna be needing 2 beds because I have metal beds that I'm going to be using. So let's get started on this whole garlic adventure, because it's the first time that I plant garlic, and hopefully everything turns out all right. So let me show you what I have. Okay, here I have some humongous cloves of garlic that I'm going to be planting. I already prepped a little bit of my soil. This is going to be the garden bed that I'm gonna use. Like I said, I'm probably gonna need 2, so I have one here, another one here that I need to empty in case that I need it. I just need to see how many cloves I can fit in here, because this is gonna sit here from October all the way until probably June or July, which is gonna be like a long time. And I'm also going to be using, she recommended to use a straw, but I asked her if I could use mulch or leaves, and she said yeah, go ahead and use leaves is okay. And the variety that I'm planting is called Music Garlic. She had a couple of varieties that you could use, but I asked her like what was the easiest, and she said the Music Garlic is gonna be like your easiest, and this is a hard neck variety. So yeah, this is my garlic. I have 36 cloves, and right here on my planting guide it says 4 per square garden, so I'm gonna be using those to figure it out. And I'm probably not gonna be able to plant that many in here. I could plant them a little bit tighter together, and they're gonna go like that. I have the soil covered because when I remove the plants, I didn't want to leave it exposed, and I also have this warm castings that I'm gonna be casting on each hole that I plant. So we're gonna leave this here. I'm gonna take the cardboard. I had tomatoes in this bed, so what I did was I removed the tomatoes, and I removed all the seeds that I had because I casted some seeds in here earlier. And in order to prevent the weeds from growing in here, I also cover it with the cardboard. I did this about a week ago. I added compost, and the compost is local compost that I make here in my house. This pile doesn't look very good right now because it's like old compost that I have been working on, but this was made last year, and it's just all the leaves that we gather from the house. It's a bunch of grass. It's a bunch of trash. No, I try not to put a lot of trash here, but yeah, I have a video where I show you how I get a pile started. So I have a pile that I'm working on right there, and I just cleaned my chicken coop, and I have stuff that are breaking down right here. So I use a lot of this compost. I'm gonna be gathering a lot of these leaves that are on the ground to use as mulch. So this is gonna have a lot of rich organic matter on the beds. So the reason that I'm not adding more soil here is because I need to cover this with a bunch of leaves. So I'm going to be removing this. I need to measure. And I think I'm gonna get started with leaves first. And once I get everything planted, I'm gonna come back and add more mulch during the season. Because after we water this, we need to make sure that we have everything where we need it. So one thing I don't quite like about the square garden in these beds is that I don't feel like I get like I need to start over here, right? So I'm gonna put one right there, one about right there. So is that about? I think so. Let me see my hand. Okay, yeah, that's about my hand. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do many cloves of garlic. Okay, and then we go from here to, where's the hole? Right there. At least we got an idea, right? And then the other one should be about right there. And this is just to mark it out, just so that I can get an idea about like where should I go. I saw some places that you can do 9 garlic heads if you want to, 9 garlic cloves if you want to. I'm just trying to actually use up all this and do good by my garlic. I feel like I could squeeze another piece in the middle or something, like one right here. Maybe I will. I'm already not following the guide that she gave me. Okay, so right there, and then the other one should be about right there, and then we're gonna squeeze one more, and I think I'm gonna go in the middle. Yep, because I wanna, yeah. Okay, so we go in the square right there, and then the square. There's a little tomato, we don't want it. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Okay, 19. Actually, it's about 31 holes. We can. I didn't think it was gonna be enough, but it's about 30 holes. That's great. That's great because I actually only have about 36 cloves of garlic. Sorry for that. So yeah, that's actually pretty great. During the summer, I went to a local farmer's market that is right here by my house. And it turns out that this guy, they live locally also. And they were selling the worm castings. So I'm hoping that the beneficial bacteria that comes in the worm castings is gonna help my soil. Usually the raised beds are really good. They produce well for me. I'm able to grow everything that I need in these ones. I just want to give this garlic a head start. I want to make sure that they have the beneficial bacteria that they need to grow, and hopefully the worm castings are going to help. So I just use a little handful on each planting hole. On the planting instructions that she gave me, it said to put the clove around 2 inches in the soil. So that little stick that I'm using comes with the gardening square, and it tells you like 1, 2, 3 inches, because I really don't know how much that is with just my finger. So that's why I was using that stick, because I was going about 3 inches down, and that makes it to where it's 2 to 3 inches that this garlic clove is going to be planted. So that makes it to where it's a little bit more efficient. I'm gonna cover it with a little bit more soil, and I'm not gonna add a ton more soil. I'm just gonna cover it, and then I'm gonna add a bunch of leaves. And then during the fall or the winter, I'm gonna save some more leaves, and then I'm gonna come back and I add some more, just to keep it covered the whole time, because the leaves are gonna fly away. They're gonna try to fly away in the with the wind and everything. So I'm gonna try to keep straw. I haven't gotten any straw because I'm using the leaves right now, but I will get some straw, and hopefully during the winter I'm gonna come back and top this off with some straw, because I want to keep it well protected. I don't know how bad this winter is going to be, but usually hardneck requires a little bit of chill time. Last year we had a bad year. We had a lot of cold weather, but I was not prepared to grow any garlic, so I didn't. Hopefully this year is not as cold as last year, but I get enough chill days that my garlic is gonna grow. So wish me luck, and give me all the tips that you have to grow garlic in zone 6A or 6B, because I'm over here in the Midwest, so I will appreciate the help. 30 some, 30 some, 30 some. All right, so we're gonna go like this. Like this. We're gonna water it. And after we water, we're gonna cover it with leaves, and then we're gonna leave it protected for 8 months, 9 months, something like that. Crazy. Okay, that's covered up. So we're gonna have a couple of days that it's gonna be cold, but it's not gonna freeze until like early November. This will have some days, so hopefully by that time it will have time to recover. So let me go get the water hose, because I did not bring it. Let me go get the water hose. We're gonna water all this. We're gonna cover it up with mulch, and then we're gonna let it sit for some time. A long time. I broke it. All right, so this is how the bed is looking like. I'm going to be saving more leaves because I'm gonna add more mulch to this. This is gonna settle a little bit, and my hands are all dirty. It's gonna settle a little bit, and then we're gonna be adding more more leaves because it's gonna need more mulch. So I'm gonna be cleaning this next bed right here, and I'm gonna prepare it because I have some more garlic bulbs ready. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for spending this little bit of time with us. The house is a mess. It's always a mess. The fall makes it look really nice, but there's just so many leaves everywhere, which is good. It's mulch. It's free mulch that we can use. But yeah, I want to give you guys I want to thank you for spending the day with us. This is gonna be the 3, 4, 6. I have 6 more that I'm gonna be planting on this next bed. Yeah, it should be, hopefully this is like a really easy plant to grow, so we're gonna see how it goes. This is the first year that I planted, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. If you guys have any tips for garlic planting in the fall in Indiana or anywhere around zone 6A, 6B, let me know. I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you for being here, y este video se acabó.